Now the guy said it was just around this corner. Oh, okay, here it is. It's Dave's house right here. Letterman's house, right for his address, it's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, we sample pizza at the Big E with our friends from Giovanni's, more animals at Southwick'S Zoo, young flugelhorn player Allison Young, plus the CHET Dragon Band and Cajun Johnny B. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And let me tell you, we've got a great show for you because we're down here, we're in New Canaan, Connecticut. We found Dave Letterman's house, and Dave's inside. He wouldn't let us in. I don't know why. He's got his guys out here working, they're raking leaves for him. So let's start off the big show with some pizza and our friends at Giovanni's.
I hope you do a lot.
Okay, so if this doesn't look good, it's Zasco's fault, right?
I hope we're going to do some editing on those
You heard
cameras.
that. Hey,
that's right.
This is Rick. And we found you again.
Glad to meet you, George.
You know, we run into everywhere. Let's see, the Taste of Chicopee.
Taste of Chicopee.
Where else? The fireworks in Chicopee.
Yeah,
but now you're
Park.
out of Chicopee. You're here at the Big E.
I don't go too far.
The most entertaining guy at the Big E this year.
Oh, you can tell that, huh? Yeah, here we are.
And why are you the most entertaining guy at the Big E?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because you have pizza.
That's right. People love pizza. We're here.
I love pizza.
Yeah, pizza and grinders. We got all kind of grinders, cold cut grinders.
And you have some helpers today?
Yeah, I got some helpers. I got Donnie in here and his daughter, Marianne, doing a nice job.
And what brings you to the Big E? How many years have you been doing the Big E?
Yeah, we've been here for 6 years. Happy to be here. I hope we're here for another 6.
So you do, now did you leave the fort unattended at home in Chicopee?
No, I got my sister there and Donnie's girlfriend.
Well, you gotta keep checking on Donnie.
That's
I
right.
see you keep looking back at him.
Make sure he's making everything right. He does a good job. Nope, Cindy's there. We got a staff of 15 people back at the store.
So there's no loss of quality back there?
No.
On Memorial Drive?
Back in Chicopee, yeah.
But you're here on Memorial Avenue at the Big E?
Here we're portable. We go where the people are. The Eastern State's one of the biggest fairs in the country, and we want to be here.
Now,
we're here.
as is the custom...
Yes, sir. Oh, you like to eat. That's right.
I like to eat.
Okay,
that's part of the game. You see, you do the TV show, and then you get all kinds of free food, right?
Well, here's the free food. Try a slice of pizza.
Giovanni's Pizza.
Giovanni's Pizza. Don't eat the plate, too. That tastes good, huh?
You know, even without the plate.
That's right, huh? You gotta spit the plate out and finish the pizza.
Why don't you serve pizza at the Taste of Chicopee?
No, they wanted me to do the meatballs over there. We did the meatballs and garlic bread, and wherever they want us to serve, we can throw ideas out.
You run the gamut of fine food.
Yeah, fast food, fast fine food.
Fast fine food, or is it fine fast food?
Yeah, whatever. No, we do. We do different things. We serve a lot of different things at the restaurant too, and here we just.
You know what you need that this other fast food restaurant has? They had this guy running around wearing a purple rug.
Who was that?
That was over there. Over there at the place with the arches. They had this guy running around wearing a purple rug.
Yeah, we need a mascot. We got to come up with something.
You need
with something. Let me know.
We need a Giovanni's mascot. How about a giant walking garlic?
Giant pizza guy.
A giant pizza guy.
We got to do something.
Hey, it's Pizza Man. And Rick, thanks for being here.
George. Yep,
and we'll be back with more of the big program right after this.
All right, these guys get some free pizza now.
If this doesn't scare you, just wait.
The doctor will see you now.
One night a year ago, Vanessa got high with some guy and forgot everything she learned about preventing AIDS. Now her life is the horror show. AIDS, another way drugs can kill.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and my next guest has lots of records, many records, and here he is to perform the squirrel polka. You know, Dave has a lot of squirrels running around in his yard. It's Chet Dragon. Yes, we have to pause here, but we'll be back with more colorful images.
We pledged our allegiance to it when we were young.
The flag was still there.
We studied its importance when we were in our teens.
He saw the flag.
We sing its praises at every sporting event. We display it when we celebrate.
Present. Huh.
Lower it when we mourn.
Our flag is presented on behalf of a grateful nation.
And honor our heroes with it when they've fallen. The flag of the United States of America. It stands for what we are and what we believe in. How we treat it says a lot about us.
Yes, welcome back to Prime Time, and it's time to head out to Southwick Zoo with our good friend, Lee. I wonder if Dave will give us some lunch. I'm getting a little hungry. So it's Lee, and how did you get into animals? I understand you've been working with animals for a number of years.
Oh, quite a few, yes. Well, I have a bachelor's degree. I majored in art and was having a hard time finding a job. I wanted to be a children's book illustrator. So stumbling around with that for a little while, then I got a temporary job at Benson's Animal Farm up in New Hampshire.
The now defunct Benson's Animal Farm.
Right, as a groom for a horse act. And the trainer was fired, so I started doing the act, and that's where I met my husband, he was doing the elephants and an act with big cats. So, and I thought that was pretty cool that he was doing that. So, of course, I was interested in him.
We looked at the big cats around
Yeah.
here, and they said I wouldn't last too long in the cage with them.
Probably none of us would, no. Unless you're working with them constantly, it's not a good idea to go in with them.
Now, they never really become tame.
Oh, no. No wild animal really does. You can train them to do things, but only, I think, best under very controlled circumstances.
We're the easiest animals to work with.
I think the dogs are the easiest because they really want to do what it is you ask them. They want to please you. They're probably the most fun because there's the least worry, there's the least concern with working with them. And I don't know, there's so many fun things you can do with them. The elephants are a lot more complicated.
Well, that's just it. How do you get an elephant to do something that they don't want to do?
You don't. You get them so you hope that they'll want to do it, and you try to convince them that they want to do it. But people think you force animals into doing something, especially an animal like an elephant, especially our elephants. They can be very sensitive, and you have to be very easygoing with them. There's a lot more give and take than people think. Sometimes you ask them, sometimes you demand. Most of the time you say please and
hope for the best.
Right. You can't force an elephant to do anything. If you want them to go there and they don't want to go there, they're not going to go there.
Now, does our elephant have a name here?
Oh, of course. We have 2 elephants.
We have 2 elephants?
Yeah.
Which one were we looking at today?
That was Zoe.
That was Zoe?
Yeah, she's the newest. We also have Angel, who's touring. She's visiting fairs right now during the summer.
And how old is Zoe?
Zoe's 8 years old, so she's still a kid. She won't be full grown until she's about 16.
I noticed she looked like that lean, mean elephant machine.
Yeah. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's not. Angel is not our lean, mean elephant machine. She's more of a chub.
She's the full-grown.
Right. Yeah. Well, she's not full grown. She's just a year old.
It's not baby fat on an elephant, or is it?
No, they're always pretty fat. A sign that they're well fed. We just shovel the food to them.
And what do they eat around here?
Mostly hay and grain and treats of carrots and apples. Yeah, they love apples especially.
Don't they like pumpkin bread?
Oh, pumpkin bread, cookies, bread, anything. But you don't want to give them too much of that stuff because they can gain weight like the rest of us. So
that's like a treat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, would an elephant have cholesterol like people claim they have cholesterol problems?
Animals usually don't have the problems that people have. Animals usually instinctively know what's best for them to eat. It's people that run into trouble.
And they don't have the stress that people have, right?
No, they just give us the stress. I know she gives me stress. Sometimes I want to wring her neck, but most of the time I love her. So she's like a kid. The animals can drive you nuts. It's especially when you expect them to perform a certain way, and of course when somebody you want to impress is watching the show. That's when they're gonna.
That's the day where they have a mind of their own, and there's no changing that.
Right. That's when they're gonna say, "I don't remember how to do that." So the most important thing to learn if you're gonna be presenting animal acts is to be embarrassed, because from time to time they just will not do what you want them to do.
What's the most embarrassing moment you ever had?
There's so many of them.
Is there any one that sticks out in your mind where like everything went wrong and this animal just didn't want to do what he or she was supposed to do?
Yeah, but all you can do is go along with it and say, oh well. Or the elephant occasionally will have to go to the bathroom in the ring, and you just say, oh well, they don't make good house pets, and go on.
And you go on.
Yeah, you go on, because as long as
it's like doing a TV show. It's a joke and on
yeah,
you go.
And if you look like you're upset, then the people aren't gonna have fun watching. As long as it looks like you're having fun, then it doesn't matter. I mean, no one's perfect. The dogs will goof up now and then, and as long as they're running around and barking and looking like they're having a good time, and that's mostly what people want to see. So you try, and that's all you can do.
Now, how do the horses fit in?
How do they?
We touched base with the dogs and the elephant.
Well, that's what I started with. I enjoy that. That's probably one of the most fun things to present. I worked a 6-horse Liberty Act before, and now I'm working 2 horses. Liberty Act means that they're at liberty in the ring. They're loose. You're not controlling them with reins. All animals have different motivations. Horses are a little more standoffish, but
what breeds of horses are easier to work with?
I don't think it matters. Just like dogs. I'm sure every horse person has their preference. They think Arabians are best or quarter horses are best, but I have Arabians here, and they work out well for me because they're very people-oriented. So
do you like to choose from an overall group? Like if you're looking for a new horse to work with, would you look at 40 or 50 horses and
I wish I had that option. No, I usually don't.
Or can you make any horse do?
You can get any animal to do something. They all have their preferences. Like with the dogs, I have 9 dogs. Some of them are very talented, and I could teach them to do a million tricks. Some are almost good at nothing, but sitting on the seat and looking cute. So they all have their own talent. Some of them are very athletic. Some of them are not so athletic. So you just you work with the ones you can. You get them to do the things they like to do. That's the best way to train an animal, is just to find out what they like to do best and then go with that. That's the most fun for me. It's the most fun for them.
And try and branch out and get them to do more and more from the initial starting point.
Yeah, it works best.
And this is our newest. Can we get our newest addition in here?
Hubie.
This
is Hubert Humphrey.
This is Hubert Humphrey.
Right. And he's hopefully going to be in the show next year. I think he'll be best at a little clown routine where it'll look like he does everything wrong and he makes a fool out of the clown, which will be easy to do. So,
yeah, it's those clowns that get in the way anyway, right?
Yeah, so we have to harass the clown a little bit. Oh, come here, Hubie. But he's got
Hubie's
potential.
camera shy, right?
Yeah, he's got tons of potential because he's a little jerk and he loves to be around people. So I think he'll really love to perform. Right, Hugh? Yeah.
And how about the llama? How do you train a llama?
You can't get a llama to do too much. I know llama people would have words with me for saying that, but they're not super bright, and I don't think there's not a lot that's that exciting to watch them to do in the show. So he's more or less a handsome prop.
Now, I've heard about llamas being house pets.
I don't see how that would work myself. They can make a good pet, but I'd rather keep them outside. There's a lot of animals people think would make good house pets, but
they're not all necessarily.
Yeah, it depends what your house looks like afterward, I suppose.
So you've had a long career here, and
yeah, well, my husband and I came here to stay a month about 5 years ago, and it's worked out so well. We've just gotten more animals, the show's expanded, and it's just a really nice place to work. The people are so nice, and it's so nice here in the summertime.
What do you do in the wintertime?
We do some circus jobs, we bring animals to schools, we do some commercials. A number of the animals in the show have been in commercials. We just did a commercial last fall for White Horse Scotch that airs only in Japan. And we spent a week up in Vermont doing that with Amaretto, one of the horses in the show. And the dogs have been in a few commercials. Count Chocula, Purina Dog Chow, Woolite Rug Cleaner, so they're real stars.
Oh, they're stars. And now they're on primetime.
That's right.
Well, thanks for being here.
Sure.
And I hope to see you back again, and maybe next year the show will be bigger and better.
Yeah, and you'll have to come see it then. We'll have lots of stuff in it then.
Absolutely, including
Hubert,
our newest addition.
Right.
I think I'm going to get me one of them elephants and have it out in the backyard. I've always liked to enlarge my animal collection. Hey, stick around. We'll be back with the one and only. It'll be Cajun Johnny B.
It's time for You Lost Your Life with your hosts, Crash Dummies, Vince and Larry.
Hi! Hello! And welcome to the show that proves if you don't buckle your safety belt, the loser is you.
That's right, Vince, and by not buckling up, you could end up in places you never dreamed.
Like traction!
Or the emergency room!
Plus, Larry, if you're not buckled up, you could maybe take a ride in a beauty like this. Stay tuned!
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
McGruff here. If someone asks you to try drugs, think of me and say what I'd say. And to help you, have one of these masks.
Wow, thanks, McGruff.
Now, what are you gonna say if someone asks you to try drugs?
My mom and dad told me not to, and I wouldn't lie to them.
Sensational.
Don't use drugs. Don't use drugs.
Here's how you can get a free mask. And on the back are more ways to say no and help me take a bite out of crime.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. And Doug's happy. He's pretending he's Mike Zaske for a day. It just makes me look like I'm on top of the world. No, I'm not really. I'm in Dave Letterman's driveway, and I guess Dave didn't want to have an audience with us today. But here's a group that always enjoys an audience. Yes, it's Cajun Johnny B, the John Bereska Band. You know, I figure out why Dave doesn't want to let us in. I think he's getting ready for a party. He's cleaning up the yard. He just had his pool service. A little cold for swimming, though, if you ask me. But hey, stick around. We'll be back with more primetime fun and maybe some food from Dave right after this.
And fellow mountain goats, this year's recipient of the treasured Black Horn Award, Richard Lynch. Come on up here, Dick.
What are you doing this weekend that's so important you can't take a little time to test your home for radon? After all, it is the second leading cause of lung cancer, and a radon test kit is inexpensive. You could pick one up on your way to the lodge.
The animals in the forest. If they could talk, what would they say? They might say, be careful with fire in the forest. Just like Smokey says, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yes, welcome back to Primetime, and we still haven't gotten any food from Dave. You know, the least he could do, we came all the way down here, is, you know, give us a couple of pizzas or whatever. Maybe a Primetime pizza. I'll bet he's never had a Primetime pizza in his life. But I'll tell you, it's time for a young flugelhorn player. And I think her name is Allison Young. Young Allison Young.
Yeah, play it.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Drawing a crowd anyway.
Yes, a talent day here at the Big E, right? And who do we have here?
Allison Young.
Hey, what's this guy sneaking around with loose change? That's how Lincoln got killed.
Beautiful job. Here, I'll hold the cup.
Yeah, hold the cup. It's talent day here at the Big E. Who do we have here?
Allison Young from West Springfield.
You're from West Springfield. And do you ever watch Primetime?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
All the time?
Yes.
What's your favorite segment that we've aired so far?
One with Giovanni's in it.
No coaching over there. I said no coaching.
Cue card.
No cue cards, no coaching. Oh, you watch it. It's just there are so many good segments,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I understand you've prepared a little song for us today.
Yep.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh God. Okay. Giovanni's.
That sounds like an instant plug to me. Is this the highest point in your musical career so far? No. No. What was the highest point in your musical career? You keep drifting away from me.
I do solos.
I know I scare people.
I did solos at the junior high, and I'm planning on doing a solo for the high school course at the Pops concert.
And where do you go to school?
The West Springfield Senior High School.
West Springfield Senior High School. And what kind of grades do you get?
Very good grades.
Very good grades.
Very good grades.
And does your shirt here get very good grades too?
Yes.
Are you doing this for free pizza?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
Free pizza, right?
This is a flugelhorn. The instrument that I play is a flugelhorn.
Can you spell that, please?
FLUGELHORN. Flugelhorn.
And who invented it?
I have no idea. It's supposed to be.
It must have been invented by some guy like Harry Flugel,
well,
right?
It's supposed to be.
That's why they call it the flugelhorn.
It's a marching French horn.
It's a marching. No, it's not a marching French horn.
It's a French horn.
French horn people shove their fists in the horn because I guess
for concert band.
because they're ashamed of what they're playing or something like that.
No,
I don't know. They're afraid they make too many
I play
mistakes.
French horn for concert band.
You play French horn, so you
Yes.
shove your fist in the horn.
Yes. You
Why
have
is
to.
that? Why do you have
to
to?
hold it better? Better support.
Yeah, but then you're blocking all the sound.
No, you're not.
You want
It
to
makes
project.
it's
Just
the
like
same-
when you
it
sing,
makes-
you want to project
it makes
so
the
everybody
same-
hears you and looks at you like you're crazy.
It makes the same sound. It really does. It makes the same. It doesn't make a difference if you're
It has
fisting
to make
it
a
or not.
difference. You're blocking. I mean, if I do this,
That makes a difference.
that makes a difference. Well, it does the same thing on a flugelhorn, right?
Well, maybe, yeah.
Okay, we're finally in agreement. So next time you play, tell your band director, don't put your fist in it. Tell all your friends, don't put
I
your
don't
fist in
think
the
he'd like
flugelhorn.
that.
But I said it's okay, and I count. I have a show. He doesn't. Well, folks, we've run out of time again for our award-winning telecast. Good night, everyone.
Every year, thousands of babies die from choking, suffocating, or other breathing emergencies. Just imagine how many of them could be saved if only they came with instructions. Please learn American Red Cross Infant and Child CPR. American Red Cross. We help you help others.
You know, Piggy, everybody's trying to save energy. What can we do?
Don't waste electricity.
You can make a difference. Write National Wildlife Federation, Washington, D.C. 20036.
To compete
you've got to be strong. To win, you've got to be smart. Maybe you can be one of us, the few, the proud, the